All right, so this guy is getting ready to rent this land out. Wish I had the money to buy that because our house is right back there by the trees. But he had a guy come out and smooth the land. But there's all our pumps. So next month I'm going to build a little house over that, just a little cheap metal and tin building. But basically what we had to do is bury my line, and then Uncle ran a new line for his as well. So he's coming up out of the ground. First thing, her brother hit this line, so I had to fix it. But right now it's got pressure on it. This is also from the city. But I got a little bit of glue on the seal, so as soon as the pressure goes down, there's no valve or anything in there, so I'll either put a coupling in there or I will just clean that seat. I should only have to clean that seat. But basically her brother dug all this across because my pipe was just laying on top of the ground, and all what I got is a one-piece black poly line. So I got a black line, and I just put it in this blue to kind of protect it a little bit more. And same thing all the way. It's not protected right here to make that corner, but it's protected all the way across here. So hopefully it doesn't get hit, and then it runs back behind all the houses there. So over to our house. And Uncle's finishing his little run. He ran in the same trench since we had it dug up. He went and got some pipe and did this, but this is so that is Goy's uncle, and he is married to a lady here, and she has two sisters, and the sister has a daughter, so Nok Noi. She has a little girl. Nok Noi's there on her cell phone. She has a little girl, Pat Boon, and this is one sister's house here. That's Alpuk. So that's Jay and Tay's mom. And they have the shop. And that's the other sister there. And her daughter, Nok Noi, like I said. And this is their house. So they have, I don't quite understand why they built such a big Pat Boon! What are you doing? So they have a big giant house. Uncle's got like 13 cats. There's lots of cats. And then this is our house. What I do, just cut?
Yeah.
Oh!
Cut tree too.
Yeah.
Oh, Lung Po cut banana.
My first ever banana harvest.
Yes.
I've grown
Have to welcome Lung
a lot
Po.
of bananas, but
Yes.
I've never been able to eat any of them.
Except
So now
to
we gotta cut
welcome.
the tree down
Yep. Be careful.
all the way down.
Yeah. Come here.
Where?
Put here.
We gonna put it in the mulch pile?
Yeah. Cut, chop.
You just put it on the ground. Can stop. That's how you haul hay and bang nang to prop. He's got a good load on there too. A little single cylinder diesel doing the job. We're just cutting up and distributing bananas. Giving the old ladies next door behind me. I should say. I think I call that a hand of bananas. Get a rack and then a hand. This is the cutest little boy I've ever seen in my life. Say Swadee Kap. Swadee Kap. Swadee. Ah.
ลุงทำเหมือนน้องที่ลูกสวัสดีครับลุงพอทำวิดีโอลูกสวัสดีค่ะสิ
Saturday afternoon lunch in Pitsanaluk shopping. Damn, big party. So here's one of our first bananas. So you can see how small it is, and it's kind of fat. So let's give it a taste test. Alright, came over here to see what was flowing, and they just ship it with a little temporary stopper. It was an actual plug, so I had to make up a little quick valve there. But as you can hear, there is a bit of flow, and that's the free city water. Well, it's 40 baht a month, so it's like $1.20 a month. I think we can swing that one. But yeah, so we got water coming in. That's free water. Gonna let it fill that tank up and just see what kind of condition it is, unfiltered. I have the filters are here. So I've got two different kinds of filters. This is going to be on the input to the tank, and basically it's just a wire mesh screen that stops the bigger stuff, and then you can open the valve in the bottom there to clean out any gunk that's built up over there. It's easy to see, and so every couple days just come over here, open these valves up, let them rinse, and that'll help protect. This is the main filter coming out, so I'm just going to put this one on the house stuff. So this is down to like 10 micron, which we're not trying to make drinking water. We buy drinking water, but this is just to protect all the sink faucets and everything like that from getting small particles built up in there, because the water coming even from the well, I'll show you the condition of the water. It's not really coming. This one's been flushed recently, but it's kind of like a skin on the water, so I don't know exactly what coming from the well. Some days are better, some days it's a browner, some days it's nice and clear. So, which coming from a well, don't really understand that. Maybe it's just how much everybody's pulling out of it, because there's 4 families on that well. Way down over there, 100 meters, 300 feet. So yeah, that's what we got going on. So of course these metal don't accept the plastic females very well, so they're even tightened down. They're pretty loose, so I have to go back and go clear all the way to Pitsanaluk or Peachit, or nowhere local has the metallic insert connectors. Everybody local has just these plastic, so I'll have to go get the metallic inserts for this. And the other day I was talking about the good metallic valves, so I got these fit okay. This is just plastic inserts. They actually fit okay. So yeah, I have to do this. I have a 1 inch and a 3/4, so I have to go buy that stuff and just try to figure things out a little bit at a time. So far we are getting water in there. Question is, will it be enough to make a difference to add value to that line, I guess. which I've already spent the money, so it's already there. I've got a valve on it, so I can completely close it off. It's not that big a deal. Completely close it off, and it's there, basically paid for now. So then I'll do the new improvements on this side of the house. This pump, or this is a Filtex filter, brand new, model FT408, and there's a little screw that holds this. This is an air valve, and it has a spring underneath it, and evidently they didn't screw it in all the way. This was just laying loose in the packaging, and I found the spring laying loose in the packaging, and the screw was laying loose in here. And that's the only other parts that I found, and I contacted them online, the app line, and they said I had to return it. But to me, if it's just an air release, it's got a screw with a gasket on the back. I don't know why I need to take it. I don't see anything in there why I would need to take that back, unless it's some crazy adjustment or something. But if we're going to Pitsanalook to get this other stuff anyway, so, and Goy wants to go to the temple, so we'll make 2 runs and I'll go get another one. But it just seems ridiculous that a screw, a spring, and that requires me to go all the way back. And again, can't buy anything like that locally. These filter inserts are about $10 a pop. So I bought a couple of those, and I wanted the clear one so I can see how dirty it's getting. Again, this is only going to feed this house here, the local house, this bathroom. It's mainly to protect that sink and to protect that water heater, which I do have a water heater now, hot water to take a shower. Yay! So, yeah, it's hooked up, but I want to protect the element inside that water heater from getting gunked up, and that shower head from getting gunked up. The toilets and stuff aren't so sensitive, but the screens in these fancy filters, you know, I could take this screen out and clean it, but they get gunked up over a period from that. It's like almost like a salt crystal on the water. So the joys of living in Thailand, but this is not too expensive. I think it was 500 baht, 500 or 600 baht for that thing, so $20 for that filter, another $10 for an extra filter. So it's pretty cheap insurance, you know. $10 every 6 months to protect, because that was a fairly expensive faucet right there, 4,000 baht I think I paid for that. And water heater's not too expensive. It was only under 3,000 baht. But if we can make them last a couple years, I don't tend to get more than that out of them. But yeah, that's the way it is here. High quality, safety third.
ลืมตามองดิลืมตามองอย่าดราม่าเสียโนเสียโนเสียโนเสียโนเสียโนเสียโนเสียโนเสียโนเสียโนเสียโนเสียโนไอ้เบ๊ะโหดูท่าที่มาดเขาดีดูลุก
All right, we're in Pitsanalook. Just stopped. Goy been wanting to come to this temple, so they've got some ruins of the older temples and an old Buddha statue there. And then there's a big giant golden Buddha inside there. So we're just gonna go explore some of these locations and see what all they got. Going into like the courtyard area. on the system. Kitty wants some attention. What's up, dude? What's up, buddy? Huh? Yeah. So this is the whole house water filter here. Right now it's just running off of the old pump way over there, and they're building a new little building. They're gonna do karaoke in a restaurant or something over there. Hopefully not too loud. But the water tank is installed. Get out of the sun here. So what I got is the water coming from the village is coming through a little pre-filter, coming up through the tank, and then combined with this will eventually go down and connect to the water from the pump. So my hope is I can get enough good water from the village to keep this tank full every day, which you can hear just a trickle. And then if I need to top off the tank, I can just open this up, close this valve, and then I'll have a local pump here just to keep pressure to the house. So that I'm going to put like a remote, wireless remote, to turn that power on over there and run the pump. I'm going to just buy a pump without a pressure sensor, so I can just run the pump, fill the tank. The pump I'm looking at is 3,000 liters an hour. This is a 1,000-liter tank, so even if it was empty, it would only have to run 15-20 minutes to fill the tank completely. But every 2 days, turn it on and run the tank. So yeah, that's where we're at. So just waiting to relocate. Once this fills back up again, we'll go get the other pump, relocate it to here, put the new pump in over there, and then I'll connect these guys up. So looks like a hodgepodge, but it's just the way it is. I'm not a professional plumber. But here's my work area, my pipe storage area. The leaves are all falling from the trees, so I mean, you can see we've been raking and burning that area, but these leaves are just gigantic. Let me see if I can find a really, I mean, that's a small one. Yeah, I mean, that's a fairly small one, but some of these leaves are pretty goddamn big, so they add up, and every day I come out and rake, and this is burning season, so this is why Chiang Mai and the north have such a big problem with their air quality, is everybody is raking all these leaves, including us. So I raked this all yesterday, and this is just what today. I mean, look at this leaf. This sucker is huge. But that's one leaf. Anyway, yeah, that's the update. Got the shelves doing well. Got them all put in. So other than that, not doing much. I'm out of money this month, just for what to live on. So gotta kind of wait for things to happen. Go buy the pump probably towards the end of the month, and then I can put that stuff in. So that's where we're at.